a quite energy guy, and sometimes I'm too fast. And you should tell me that stop, please stop, please stop. And I think it's gonna be work. Okay, so what we try to do today, we try to cook our very national dish, and I think in next 5 years everyone in the world will know about that dish, because I want to make it very popular, and I want to put it even to UNESCO to show that it's very Ukrainian dish. And I think if you never tried it, it's going to be very interesting, because it's like a taste of meat and beetroot combination. Is very traditional veg here is a beetroot, and we should try to take the soul of the beetroot and to put in our borshch. And what we will feel today is like some piece of Ukrainian soul. So I think we can start. Yeah, I will turn on the camera, and you can Anya, she will help me, and because it's quite hard to cook, to speak, and to control all the process. And let's communicate, and let's cook the perfect borshch. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Super. So, what I'm doing in Ukraine, I'm exploring the Ukrainian food, and I wanted to show to whole world that Ukrainian food can be great. Because after the USSR, here we have like a lot of USSR food, but not much of Ukrainian. So last 3 years, I was like, I'm trying to find how you should cook the perfect way, the different dishes, but it should be not very hard. It should be very simple, because to cook for 5 days, some dish, it's very hard, you know. You should you should stand in the kitchen, bam, 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 and we should have it. So I think you have a meat. I told you to buy some meat. Here you should have some bone. It can be like different type of meat, but the main thing is bone. The more bone we have, the pure taste we will have in the end. So what we should do? We should put some salt here. Yeah, salt here and salt here, like this, and that's all. Then you should turn on your oven. My oven is already turned on. I put like 200 Celsius, 210, but it doesn't matter. The main thing is to burn it. It should have like a nice color. I think we should have 10 minutes. Meat should cook in the oven, and that's all. Like 10 minutes, and you can put without the oil, without the fat, just bam. Yeah. So everything will be easy. I know that you will be a bit shocked about how easy food can be, but that's the thing what I'm trying to put. That kitchen should be like a place, like a like playground. You can do everything you want. If you don't want to put it in an oven, you can cook it on a pan. But still it should be like a very hot pan. So it's up to you. The main thing is like to close the meat to make it nice color. Okay. Next thing, we should put water. Actually, this is the main thing too. We should put like a water. It should boil. So I have like 2 liters of water, but you can put 3 liters. It's I don't know. It matters how what pan you have, what how it's called in English, what pot you have. So I have like small one, because I will eat only me and Anya. So here is for 2 persons. For 2, maybe for 3 Ukrainian persons, because we eat a lot of borshch, something like this.
2-3 days after.
Yeah. We can eat it like actually traditionally in Ukraine. We was like a nation. We was a vegetarian nation, because we had like not much meat, and that's why we cooked this borshch. We put it in a wooden oven for like 4 or 5 days, and like we can eat it like 5 days. And there's like a legend that the day after, borshch become more tasty. Yeah, but it's like I think that is legend. I know this way. So I don't know. I don't believe actually, but if you want to cook some special traditional food, it should have some legend. Okay, next, what we should do next? We should make like a, we should take some veggies. For example, I'm taking now the simple carrot. You can cut it. You can even not clean. I bought it already cleaned, but if you have just if you have without cleaning, you should just wash, and that's all. Then you put in water, because like it's base of our bouillon, yeah, base of our soup. Then you have onions, I think. Usually I'm doing like this, and I'm taking, I'm leaving the skin of the onions, because I want the color become more more, I don't know, more ruby. I don't know how color it's called in English, but I want I'm leaving the skin because of the color, and that's all. It should start to boil, and then we will put meat from the oven, and we will put there, and it's like our start for our borshch. Okay. Next thing that we should make, we should like clean all our wedges. These potatoes, I have like 3 potatoes for that amount of water. I have actually 1 bell pepper, yeah, and I have garlic, yes.
We will use, sorry, we will use the whole pepper.
Yeah, actually it doesn't matter. Look, what I'm doing like, the more veggies you will have, the more tasty you will. Now we are
Okay.
we put like a head of the bell pepper here. I want it become more more veg, and in the end I will take it off, and I will like I will eat it. I don't know. Now I need for like half of a pepper. For me it's okay. But cooking the borscht is like cooking the magic. It's like producing the magic. So you can put 3 bell peppers, 4 bell peppers, because in each family, I'm sure that in each family, I'm sure there is like a different tradition to cooks. And one more legend about borscht, that each housewife has each recipe, you know, and like you cannot find this two the same borscht, because they are different all around the country all the time. So you can cook it once, and next time it's going to be different. It's more again legend. Okay, so here we have some. They will be waiting for to be cooked. Then I have onions. As you understood, I am cooking, not onion, sorry. This one is garlic. I'm doing like this, pam, 1. Yeah. And I'm doing like this, pam, done. So that's okay. And the peppers with the onions, they should wait us. Next, I'm cleaning the potatoes, and that's all. And I will cut it in not very big dices, because I want as much you cook, as long you cook the dish, the biggest dices should be. So I think that we will cook the dish for like 40 minutes. So it should be like quite not big dices, in case they become cooked in the end. I usually we're using old potatoes, but today I found in shop young potatoes. It's good too. So you can, I don't know how it comes that in Ukraine we can buy now young potatoes. It's quite crazy, because but I like to experiment with the different products, you know, and I'm a bit addicted to the products. So all the time I'm trying to find something special, something not normal. And if you will see in my fridge, you will be shocked, because I have like a lot of different strange things. Okay, so
yeah, we want to see a refrigerator.
You want to see my refrigerator? Okay. If you want to, okay, I have here something. So this one is a kimchi. this one you have the king of my products is the I don't know how to say it.
Worms.
Worms.
But it's not worms. It's not worms. It's like actually if you see the honey, just honey bees, yeah, like honey, and they put honey in wask. Jak bude wosk? Ja zabыл. In wax, yeah. And there is some meal.
Moth, baby moth. This is a baby moth, right?
But, yeah, like baby moss. Yeah, baby moss in the hives where the bees live. So, and it's very nice thing. And sometimes when if I want to eat something, I eat them because they're very tasty. Yeah, it's quite a strange thing, but don't worry. For me, it's normal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Like it's a. But don't worry. In Ukraine, we have food. We have food. We are normal. That's only me. I'm cooking. I'm doing like that. So I have here shiso because today it was nice shiso. I don't know. I never tried it actually in Ukraine. I have some all the radishes that they are lying here for 3 months because I want to they become more soft. I have like a lot of fermentation in my small bottles. So I don't know what it's like jam, but it's some special jam. It was like it was plums, but after the fermentation they become jam. It's quite strange thing, everyone thinks that in my fridge someone dead, but I say no, it's not dead. It's tasty. You don't understand. I'm chef here. I'm telling what is tasty, what is not. Okay. Now we open the oven. You can see actually the meat is like undercooked or something like that, and we're taking out. Yeah, pre-cooked. It's what I want. You see this nice color. I put it here, and now we are cooking the simple brown bouillon, and you can do it like in your own way. Now garlic is here. I don't know if you have bay leaves. Yeah, you have bay. If you have bay leaves, it's nice to put bay leaves. If you don't have, yeah. Don't worry about it, but traditionally we put the bay leaves here, and we are speaking with bay leaves like, okay, bay leaves, do your job good. We want very nice aroma.
I missed a step. Did you put the meat in the bouillon?
Yes. Yeah, I put meat in the bouillon like this. I put like wedges and the meat, and that's all. And actually, that's the main thing. This is the base, and now you can create your own borscht. It will matter how much wedges you will put, how much spices you will put, but main thing is to put a lot of beetroot. Okay, potatoes. In 5 minutes, I will put potatoes in a water because we need a few more minutes. Meat will cook in water, and we're putting potatoes. Okay, potatoes here, and next thing is going to be a very red thing because we will work with the beetroot. Someone has the cooked beetroot here, and someone has the fresh beetroot. I don't know which is better. I think it's if you have a cooked beetroot, it can be good. But if you don't have it, it's not problem. So I'm taking the beetroot. I'm opening that. I have some water. The water of that beets, it's very nice. So I put here a water of beetroot. Okay. So actually, this is the beetroot juice, something like that. In Ukraine, we have a lot of fermentation. I'm calling that fermentation and preserving because we have a very cold winter, and we should like to preserve everything if we want to have some food in winter. That's why we made like a beetroot kvass. Kvass is like fermented juices. Actually, fermented juices. It's kvass. It's like something like beer. If you are making the kvass from the bread, it becomes something like beer. But if we are making the kvass from the the beetroot juice, it become very nice and good. We actually like 1,000 years ago and like 200 years ago, even we didn't have here lemons, so we should put some
Sour.
sourness, some sourness in our dishes. So we put this beetroot kvass. It was like a soul. I think my grandfather and in my grandfather veins and in all Ukrainian grandfather veins are beetroot kvass. You know, not blood. But nowadays it's actually, I don't know why, but it's very hard to buy. This one is very hard to buy. Beetroot kvass. I don't know why, but it's very traditional Ukrainian. What I'm trying to do, I didn't write you vinegar, but if you have vinegar, we should put here like 1 teaspoon of vinegar, like this, and we should put a bit of sugar here, like I don't know, half of teaspoon too, like this, and that's like enough. And if we will mix it together, it become like, you know, very nice color, and this become like the taste of the real beetroot kvass. So it's gonna be a bit again sour, a bit sour, and a bit sweet. Okay, one more time. Here, more.
So you will
So
drink
it's like
it now, or will put it in the borscht?
Yeah, I will do it now. Okay, of course. Like after we produce that, we're doing put here. Look, and after this, our bouillon becomes very red, and now is the beginning of the magic, how the borscht transforms. Okay, next thing, we are taking these beetroots and we are cutting it in the way we want. We can how it's called, gratin.
Great.
We can slice, we can cut it, we can take this gratin. Yeah, I don't know, it's in French gratin. This one, look, we can do like this. You know, we can do grate. Yeah, we can grate it, but we can cut the small pieces like this. I will show you 1 second. So if that matters for you, if you want to fill the big slice of beetroot, you can put it in a big way. If you want to fill it very smooth, you can cut it in a small way. So this doesn't matter. Actually, you should take like 2 bits and you should cut it, and you should put this one in your water. Okay. Traditionally, everyone puts beetroots in the end, but I'm the guy who is discovering Ukrainian borscht, and I want to tell you that we should put it in the beginning. I think if you will show to some Ukrainians that you are doing in my way, they will tell that you are crazy. But you can say, I know Ievgen Klopotenko, and he told that it's good. So don't
Excuse
worry.
me, Yen is trying to connect. Could you please help?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's in and ready. Thank you, Tanya.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what we are doing? We are putting the bits in water. Yeah, like this. So the more bits you will put, the more better borscht will be. So this second very important thing, and after that you can do I don't know how it calls in English, but we will take pans and we will combine the wedges. Just 1 second. Okay, so next we can take the potatoes and we can put potatoes in the water too. So potatoes, a lot of bits are cooking together. So they kiss each other, and the love becomes, and the love comes, and the love is the thing why it is so tasty. So I live potatoes and beetroots on their own date. They need to speak about something, you know, and they need to fall in love. And now I'm trying to put, next what I'm doing, I will cook the veggies in my pan. So just a simple, normal pan. I have here bell pepper cut it already. I have the garlic, and I have actually onions. So I'm taking onions. Now I'm taking off this skin like this. Chick. So I'm cutting one onion. Okay.
Jane.
Okay.
Claudia, me está preguntando una cosa. ¿Puedes contestar? Jane.
Yeah. Okay. If you want, there is one life hack. I don't know. It's quite interesting thing. If you will not cut this this thing, you will never cry, because the main thing why we are crying of the cutting the onions, because we are cutting this this thing. So you can look at me. No, if there is this thing is still in the onion, so everything will be okay. You will never cry. I almost never cry. Now I do like this, and I'm cutting in quite big, quite big pieces, like this. Chin. Yeah. And the same I'm doing with my other onion. Yeah, like this, and pom. Okay, so combination of bell pepper, combination of onions, and traditional. We need some carrots, but not much carrots, because if you put a lot of carrots, it's going to be very sweet. It's going to be dessert, you know, sweet soup. Yeah. So, wait a second. I'm putting the onions in dices, like this. Yeah. Chan. Because I want fill the onion. I want to fill the carrots after I will cook it. I want to fill it in my mouth, because usually when you put it in very small pieces, it's gone, and you forget about this structure. So I want the structure to live. Okay, so this one is combination of our vegetables. Now I have the butter. If you have butter, put butter. If not, you can put just straight olive oil or sunflower oil. Doesn't matter. But I was studying in in Le Cordon Bleu in French, so in Paris. So they are putting a lot of butter everywhere. Butter, and that's why I'm doing the same, because they told me.
It's the same.
Okay, so a lot of butter. Let's do the butter. Butter job.
Butter is better, but a lot of butter.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking about like better. No, I'm just that's the my background, my culinary background. To put butter. So if you want to see how the chef cooks, if they put butter, so they have like a French basic. If they cook with the olive oil, Italian basic, or other things. So it's quite nice to understand, and I can feel the chef just how he cooked the eggs. You know, I'm all the time cooking eggs only on the butter. Yeah. So I'm putting here the carrots, the onions, and the bell pepper. And actually, here is a creativity. You can open your fridge. You can take all the things you have. You can put here leeks. You can put here everything you want, and it's gonna be tasteful. And what we need combination of some fat, like butter fat, yeah, and we need combination of the vegetables. So now I'm cooking that for maybe 3 minutes. But if I want to make it faster, one more life hack. we can take some salt, some borshch, yeah, and put here. Oh, one more borshch, and okay, so it will cook a bit faster. Why it's happening? I don't know, but it's happening.
How does the worst is meaning? Is means.
Okay, so actually, there is like it's very strange thing because nobody like our history was Ukrainian history was a bit closed, and the old things which are very national for us. All the information was gone. So after 3 years of my exploration, I found only 3 books, very old books. I don't know, somewhere where I found how we cooked borshch. So actually, borshch is from the Scandinavian. There is some word which means beets. So it's like sound like beetroot, yeah, but in some way. And that's the main thing I believe in that history. But someone is telling that it's actually called. We have some grass. It's called borshchevnik. It's actually like from name of some grass. Or someone is telling that it's from Turkish language. I'm sorry, but okay. So I don't know how, but some information is telling that it's from Turkish language, but I'm actually not believe that. Sorry, but I think it's from the Scandinavian. Like the 1,500 years ago in Ukraine was a lot of Scandinavians, and they was like our kings, and they came from there, and they brought the beetroot in Ukraine, and they cooked just simple beetroot, water beetroot, and some veggies, and that's all. Actually, it was like for 1,000 years before the Columbus opened the America, yeah, and brought here potatoes and peppers, and all this food revolution become started. We ate actually the water with the beets and some veggies, and that's all. So it was like very, very, very too simple, even too simple dish. And after
cold, not hot. This soup was.
No. It was like we can eat it like hot, or we can eat it like cold.
No,
it was
I mean Lithuanian and Scandinavian way.
Yeah. Oh, so okay. So it was like cold. Yeah. But in Ukraine, I think maybe it was cold too. I need some more information. But thank you very much. I will think it. Because we have a lot of dishes where we cook the borshch, like something similar with borshch, but we eating it cold. It's called like холодник, like cold soup. Okay, what I'm doing next? I'm taking out the this one onion. I'm telling to onion, thank you very much that you did the perfect job, and it was great. Sometimes I'm speaking with vegetables because I think they have soul. Maybe scientists, they're telling that Zhenya, Ievgen, they don't have soul, but I don't believe this scientists. I believe in my food god, and my food god is telling me what to do. So I don't need these onions. I took it out, and now I'm taking the tomato puree. Yeah. So I think before the column we didn't have here tomato puree. So it's it wasn't here like 1,000 years ago. But anyway, I put here one big tablespoon of tomato puree, and one more thing. I'm taking water again from the borshch, and I'm doing like this. So this tomato puree is quite sour, so don't put it much because it's going to be very sour borshch. It should give the taste of tomatoes, because combination of tomatoes and beets and the meat bouillon, it's like the very nice combination. And all the time, if you want to cook, if you're cooking, doesn't matter what soup you're cooking, or it's going to be European soup, or it's going to be US soup, or it's going to be Asian soup. You can put like a small piece of the tomato puree, and it will change the taste. It will like improve the taste twice. So just try it. If you will cook next time something else, put even to Italian minestrone, if you put the tomato puree, it's going to be totally different. It's going to be more tasteful. So just use it like a small life hack, but it's a very nice life hack. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm putting these wedges to my bouillon, or I don't know, to my borscht, to my pan. Yeah. Okay. And look, it's not very fatty, because usual traditional nowadays in Ukraine people want to have a lot of fat, but I'm not that guy. I want to make it more origin, so it was like more vegan. So it's very easy. It's very not healthy, but okay, you understand me. That's not much fat. Yeah. I forgot to put salt. And if you put not enough salt, you feel nothing. Okay, and now salt. How much salt? I don't know. It's. I think you will understand. You should understand. Just salt, not much. Okay. Okay, more salt. Ew. Okay, salt and salt. Okay, and actually, that's the 90% of our borscht. And the main thing is time. The more you will cook, the more насыщенный, the more intensified.
Dense taste.
Intense, yeah.
Intense dance.
Yeah, intense. The more you cook, you will have more intense taste. But anyway, I think you will like it. Okay. If you have your oven turn on, is good. If not, you can turn on it again, because one more thing, that Ukrainians cook the borscht in the wooden oven, and now nobody does like this. But you should put for 10 minutes in the end. You should put this your borscht in a hot oven, in a high temperature, and it's going to be like very like I don't know how to say it, but it's going to be something good. Because sometimes I'm speaking in Ukrainian language, I don't know how to explain something. So
It's okay.
no problem.
Taste will be more rich.
What?
We understand.
You understand me? Okay, nice. Thank you very much. But because I'm okay with that, but some of my words and some of my minds, it's kind of a bit strange, and for me sometimes it's hard to understand, to tell people what I want. Like give me the and that's all. So it's funny. Okay, now we're taking cabbage. Actually we have cabbage, and I think you have cabbage too. We should cut it, and if you want to make it your borscht like very plotny, very I don't know how to say it. Like if you want to have a lot of veggies, you can put a lot of cabbage. But if you want to make it more like a watery, you can put less of the cabbage. This is the main thing, and the main idea. Okay, now I'm cutting like this. I'm cutting the cabbage. Chin. Okay. Yeah, and do like. I think I want it to become like a very nice form. You can put more. You can do what you want, and now you can cook for more 10 minutes or even like a few hours. It's up to you. Just I like it. I'm nice cooker. So honey. Okay. Yes. Like this. A bit of cleaning. Okay, then I put the middle fire, and I'm waiting how actually when potato is ready, that means you can eat. But I want you cook it more time you can wait, the better taste is gonna be. After this, you could put usually I'm putting honey here, and then I put in oven. But some people don't want to eat honey with the hot when it boils, because some don't believe that the honey will produce some bad things. But don't worry, put here 1 spoon of honey like this, and to make it a bit to make a balance of the sweetness and to make the balance of the acid sourness. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm turn off, and I can put it for a few minutes, but actually better for 10 or 20 minutes, but we don't have time now, so I put for 2 minutes. Hot.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. It's
You
okay.
burn yourself.
No, it's okay. I'm the cook. If my hands are not burned, I'm not cook, Or some friends telling me, like, if you don't have the big stomach, yeah, so you are not cook. I don't believe the cook who don't eat his food, So,
But I have a big stomach and I'm not a cook.
okay.
That's true.
Okay, I'm joking. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, so after this, actually this is the base. If you have time, yeah, you can put some time, because it's not very traditional Ukrainian, but we have forests in the west of Ukraine, and people there are adding the thyme or some different herbs which they find in mountains. It's not very traditional, but in that region it's traditional. If you want to add more aroma, you can use actually chili powder. If you want to make it more spicy, you can add smoked paprika. Smoked paprika we are using in the west, like in other part of Ukraine, because there is like our border with the Hungary, and in Hungary there is a lot of paprika, and that's why some regions of Ukraine, they're using this smoked paprika. So if you put some smoked paprika, you will feel like the aroma of the wood oven. So it works very great. Chili, it's not traditional thing, but I put chili like everywhere because it should be like, a bit spicy. And thyme is it's very aroma, and it can make more thing. Okay, and the last thing is to take the yogurt. You have yogurt, or you have sour cream. Doesn't matter, but I think the Turkish yogurt is perfect. That's why I think it's even better than the sour cream for a borshch. Okay, let's try.
Chef?
Yes?
If you don't eat dairy, what do you suggest to replace?
Can you tell one more time, because some problems with the connection?
No lo yo.
If you don't
Can you
eat,
repeat the question, Nitsa?
Chef, if we don't eat dairy, means
Okay.
product. What
So
can we put instead?
Okay, you should put like some I don't know what, it should be like a kind of sour, so you need like a push of the sourness, I even don't know. It's a very nice question. Maybe it's better not to add nothing, maybe just a bit of lemon, and it's all. Like I think it's going to be good, so it's not problem at all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
final season, I put nothing for borshch.
You put nothing? Oh yeah, it can be like this. Yeah. Okay, so you understood that you should wait like a bit longer. It become more smoother, more taster and blah 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 blah. But it's great now. You can the salt, you can see the nice color, you know, that's the perfect one. The nice bits, they change the color. That means that they gave to our borscht everything they could. And now you can put some magic, like some chili here and some thyme here. Sometimes, actually, I think sometimes. If you have something fermented or something bad, you can put it there. Don't worry, our borscht will take everything. Like it's fermented garlic now. Paprika, just a bit. Yeah. So now you should take the nice.
Something happened. Can you hear? Hello? Don't say chat. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I am hearing you, but I don't hear anyone else. Let me check.
I hear only you, dear.
Let me check what happened.
Also, I think Ievgen's connection broke.
Okay, Tanya is here.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Claudia? Hmm? No. Something happened with his connection.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe, can you send him a message to...
Yeah, just texted, waiting for response.
Yeah.
Tanya is so sweet.
Yeah.
He's so kind.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
back. I'm back.
Fun.
Okay. Yeah.
He was worried.
Yeah,
No.
we were worried.
We missed you.
No, I'm back.
Yeah,
No. No, I
already, you see.
miss you too. It was like a lot of years and I was spent without you. Okay. We put in some nice wooden plate. You should put a lot of this borscht like this.
We
And,
don't have wooden ones.
yeah.
Sí, el nicaragüense.
It's okay, but you know, when you make a presentation, it should be like everything perfect. Actually, you can cook, you can eat like normal, but I'm a chef, I should do it like not normal. And now I put here just a bit of the sour cream, and now I put some black pepper, fresh black pepper, and now I should take the onions. I will actually, here we have onions, or maybe garlic. If you have garlic, it doesn't matter. Take something, and you should eat it in a quite interesting way. I will show you now how. Okay. Chink. So you should have some bread. Better to have black bread. So bread, onions. Oh, I have even wooden oven, but it's wooden spoon, but it's so small. I want to have it more better. And so look how you should eat. First, you should take the onions. You should put it in a salt, like this, big piece of onion. Then you should mix the sour cream or yogurt with the actually borscht. Then what we're doing? We're doing the bite, and then and then again. Onion.
Wow, I wish we could.
Wow.
And now bread. And now you feel.
Until you finish.
I am.
Oh, okay. So that's how you should that's how you should eat the borscht, because with the onions it's a bit, you know, it's a bit like spicy, and after when you put the spoon of the hot borscht, it cleans you on, and again onions, again borscht. It's like some history, you know. When you eat the onion, you leave some history. Onion borscht, and it becomes like perfect Ukrainian taste.
Yeah, it's nice. Not
Yeah.
for dating.
Yeah, I don't care. Everyone who
And
dates
you
me,
dating.
everyone who dates me, they understand that I'm chef, and it can be like totally different. So, you know, when you date the chef, a bit crazy chef, what you want to like, what are you waiting? That I will be like in a suit, like, hello, my name is Ievgen. No, I'm not like that. I'm like, I can be,
Right.
I can be naked, yeah, even. Okay,
There is a
so
naked chef. Do you know the naked chef?
yeah, I know naked chef Jamie Oliver. I know him.
Right.
I know him. He's a great one.
There's a many like Jamie. So
Yeah. He's
Jamie
trying.
Oliver.
He's changing the food system and school system, and I'm already changed like 30% of Ukrainian schools are cooking by my recipes, but I will make like a 100%, and it's going to be like a big revolution. But I will change not only schools, I will change the whole country. We just like need to wait, and I'm doing like in that way.
Good.
Okay, so I think that I showed you the Ukrainian, so I showed you how you can cook easily. The main thing what I tried to show is that kitchen should be like a playground when you can play, you can fun, you can do like this or not like this or like this. And when you will do the borscht, just eat and think about me for 1 second, like, oh my God, this real Ukrainian taste. Okay, thank you very much. I think that I will go at this borscht because I'm hungry too. I need sometimes to eat.
Thank you so
Thank you very
much
much.
for being with us today.
Thank you very much, chef.
Thank you. Enjoy,
Дякую.
and stay at home.
Дякуємо.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, everyone. Bye, Jen.
Bye, Jen. Bye, Alicia.
Bye, girls.
Bye, sweetie.
See you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
So much, Alicia. Thank you. See you
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
at 6, isn't it?
See you tomorrow.
It's risotto. This one is easy. It's
Wow, it looks amazing.
I
delicious.
hope you like it, Alicia. Please try, and I want to hear your opinion.
I will
Because
eat
it's
it
the first
now.
time, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I will eat it. But the smell is delicious.
Glad you like it. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, ladies.
See you tomorrow. My broth is ready already for tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Tomorrow
Tanya.
at 4 or at 6?
Six.
Tomorrow at 4
Tomorrow
or
at
at
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Thank
the
you,
rice
Tanya.
we
Thank you
need
very
to
much.
cook before or during the time we cook it? The whole rice.
Sorry? We will cook.
The rice that we cook before, we prepare before or during the time we cook it?
No.
You don't prepare anything.
You need to prepare the stock. But it's only boiled carrots, onion. I will send you the list of, but it's so easy. It's only to put to boil like 1 hour before. With this stock, we will cook the rice. Okay, I will send the ingredients now.
Okay.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.